back to Fox 10 Sports Night. Introducing tonight, brand new segment, our Sports Night Time Machine, traveling back to another time, another era. Our destination tonight, 1972, the Phoenix Suns and Connie Hawkins. Our Sports Night Time Machine is set. Let's travel back, violating time and space, 1972. Now we've got to go back further, not the mid-80s. Now, faster, deeper. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. But they'll have to throw it up low. Turn around, shot in the air. It's tied again. Mid-70s, Celtics Suns Game 5. That's not it. 1972, the Suns, Connie Hawkins. Welcome back. We have got Suns star Connie Hawkins of the Phoenix Suns, and there's so many things to talk about. You know, when you look back your couple years here in Phoenix, Hawk, Jerry Colangelo as coach. Now, a lot of people say it's good that he moved on to the front office because he was a very temperamental coach. What did you experience with him?
Well, Jerry, as a coach, he used to threaten us a lot. I mean, he would always tell us that if we didn't do the right thing, he would fine us. As a matter of fact, we lost. There was a big game in Chicago, and we lost in his hometown, and he fined us $500 a man.
Do you think he's got any kind of a future in administration in the NBA? I mean, you know, maybe that's where his talents are better served.
Yeah, I think as a coach, he was probably like so-so.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of his talent is probably being in the front office or being possibly an owner or possibly something like that.
Connie Simmons is now coaching your team. Now, this guy really tries to be somewhat of a star unto himself, especially on the bench. What he wears and everything, I mean.
Cotton is one of the type of guys, he's a character. The first time I met him, he came up and talked to me, and you know, the first thing I thought of was like a used car salesman because he talked a lot and he had a gift to gab. But one thing I have to give Cotton credit for, he did know a lot about basketball. You know,
your roots are in the ABA, and you were MVP in the late 60s of the Pittsburgh Pipers. And this was a league about style, about color, red, white, and blue ball, and a three-point shot. A lot of the old brown ballers now here in the early 70s are saying this league's not going to be around, and it's kind of a gimmicky thing.
Well, for me, the ABA was the most important thing that ever happened to me because all the guys that played in that league, most of them were from playground areas, and they were able to freelance and play the style that they played their best.
Hillman, Julius Erving. I mean, it is a form of expression, I guess you would say, on the court.
Actually, it is, and the thing that we talked about, especially like in the locker room, we would walk in the locker room and would look at each other's afros to see who had the nicest, who had the biggest one.
How do you judge the right afro? What's like the ultimate afro?
Well, the ultimate afro would be one that would be maybe more symmetrical. It would come out like this, and then it would shoot up to the top. But what happens is if you're running down the court, and if you're running real fast, and it lays back on your head, that's when you got the good look.
That's slick.
That's slick.
You're in a groove, man.
That's groovy. Yeah, that's right on, brother.
Hey, I got to tell you, I love that. And, you know, the league also has had cheerleaders in bikinis, man. The Floridians. You go down and play Miami, and you got cheerleaders in bikinis. What's that all about?
The Miami Floridians started their cheerleaders with actual bikinis on. They really nice bikinis on these girls. But what they did was they were ball girls for the team, and what they would do is they would stand underneath the basket. And I remember going up the foul line to shoot 2 shots. And the very first time I got ready to look to shoot the shot, the girl underneath the basket just kind of shook a little bit, and I lost concentration and missed the shocked.
Well, man, this is a trip when you really get down to it. I know you've been in a groove, and you got to feel pretty good about your career. I mean, things are grooving right now for you.
Things are really happening. I'm keep on trucking. Everything's groovy, and can't get any better than this.
Man, it has been absolutely fantastic.
For me,
man.
too.
Groovy.
Thank you, Jude.
Man, I got to tell you. Peace.
Peace and love.
Wow. Connie Hawkins. What a trip. He would go on to achieve legendary status and make it to the Basketball Hall of Fame. Hey, stay with us. Back with more coming up on Fox 10 Sports Night.